Oh, yes, I wasn't supposed to turn the camera on because I need to go through this bit again because there wasn't a place to save. Sorry, I'm being dumb. And now it's done an end of chapter. Okay, don't remember it doing this last time. Oh no, it did do one, it just didn't save.
Perhaps the most essential part of this mission. This story wouldn't be complete without him and his formidable survival skills. He has what it takes to survive against overwhelming odds. I've seen him do it before. And he's improved since then. Practically a genius, he has smarts and he knows how to use them. On top of that, his service as a government agent has toughened him up. I'll work behind the scenes to make him think he's the primary player here, though it may be naive of me to think that'll be easy. Considering the involvement of both Sadler and Krauser, the possibility of unforeseen problems is there. But I need him in a supporting role for me to achieve my goals. I'll do whatever it takes to keep him in his place, and make this all go smoothly. Of course, his role didn't exist at all until a few months ago. Back then, my role was much simpler too. But that was before the President's daughter was abducted and Leon was dispatched alone to find her. Talk about a major script revision. I don't think I need to worry. Leon's been through worse and always comes up smelling like roses. His consistent luck is part of the reason why I have absolute and unshakable faith in my vision of what's in store for him.
Well, plot armor is a hell of a thing. And it needs to be a hell of a thing, because it's the only thing that meant Leon actually survived having, what, a 16-episode life with me. Right, I don't know why I keep pressing X when that appears. This is weird controller prompt for it. Right then. Do we have another cutscene? No, now I get to save. Right, except that I didn't want to put that at the end of the last video. Right then. Let's do another save. I feel like we're really clogging up this old typewriter here, but never mind. Another cutscene as we introduce the next chapter. What I think is the last or second to last chapter of Ada's story. Oh no, it's Mike! No, don't make me relive the trauma of Mike again. My heart can't bear it.
Report. Time is almost up.
Krauser's dead.
Really? Leon doesn't die easily. That's fine. We can use him to clean up Sadler for us. We'll let them fight it out. Neither one of them will manage to come out unharmed.
Easier said than done.
Either way, it's your job to clean up what's left of them when the fight is over. Don't forget who is running the show. Whatever happens, we can't let either of them live to see tomorrow. Our goal is to retrieve the sample. Take out anything that might interfere with our plans.
He's a bit of a bossy sort, isn't he? Right, giddy yarns. Man alive. I've never really seen him that sort of clearly defined before. Normally I'm aiming a rocket launcher at his head every time I see him, so that's a bit unusual. Yeah, can I go down here? Yeah, there's not, well, there's not space for a Mission Directive 6. This might be the last part of Ada's story. It certainly seems to be, because that looks like the part where we had the Sadler boss fight. You know, that thing I'm still cross about. Oh, this is convenient actually. It's refilled my health, which is nice. Alright then.
Welcome.
Hello, Mr. Friend Man.
Got a selection of
What new things do you have? You have additionally girthy case, of which I cannot afford. You have nothing else of concern, however. Let me quickly sell anything that I can, and then we shall get back on the road.
Is that all? Thank you. Come back any time.
Well, I probably won't, because I reckon we is nearing the finale. Hello! It seems I have to pick off the remnants of what's left after Leon and Mike have had their feast. Shame that I don't get to. It's a shame I don't get to play with Mike. That's not what I meant to say. It's a shame I don't get the cover of all the missiles and rocket launchers he which was fun back in the olden times of... Goodness, I just think how long ago that was. It did strike me the other day that this game is... Oh, no. I haven't had to deal with any of you guys yet, and I don't want to deal with any of you. Yeah, I think this is the time. Ouch, this thing has a bit of a poor reload. Could you get cocky, Phil? Aim for his head and then miss? Yes, you could. Why don't you aim for his stomach? It's bulbous enough that you could hit it with a... I don't know, what's very inaccurate? I was going to say a bomb, but then again, bombs kind of need to be accurate. By design. Right, at least that gives me an excuse to use this and up my maximum health a bit. There we go, that's better. No, it's not, because that's not using it, Phil. That's just doing the old herbal combinations. Goodness sake. Right then. I rather enjoyed that. Because it wasn't particularly difficult, and that's rather necessary. Hopefully this area won't be too jam-packed with enemies, though, because it should be relatively empty. Easy on people throwing things. I'm gonna get them onto the high ground. It should be relatively empty, given that Leon and Mike have just been through this place, so the majority of this place should be alright. What? Oh, the blue eye. Oh, thank you. I had no idea that was there or what that was. Hi, friends. Are any of you throwing things? I don't think so. Right then. What do we have here? A few more bolts. Good, they'll make up for what I expended on Mr. Eye Patch. I do wonder what the sort of the history of this little island is, because it does seem so military, especially compared to the village that's right next door. And also, why is there a military base, a village and a castle all on each other's doorsteps? Does that not seem like a town that's, you know, a bit of a menagerie? I feel like there's people directly underneath me, but I don't see a way down from here other than the way that I came. Some little Jawa person shouting down there. Right, I'm gonna switch to this just in case there is someone there. Yeah, there is. Someone that hit... Two people that hit me the moment I appeared. Thank heaven you missed, you total dimwit. Right. I'm going to hide in this little tent and then turn around. There's something here. A grenade. Marvellous. Good, now I can use up one of my million full healing devices. Right then. Hello. Seems you're slightly too fat to fit through the door, which is an excellent situation to be in. Not for you, of course, but it is for me. If you would get your fat feet out the way, friend. No, I don't wish to have any hugs. Not from you, anyway. Hello, could your friend stand up so I can hit you both? I mean, not really, but okay. I can hear somebody with a crossbow. I can't see someone with a crossbow. Ah, hello, gentlemen. You massive annoyances. You know what? There's not that much of this game left, so I say we do something a little bit more fun. He says getting far too close to the enemy, allowing him to not have any fun. Oh, get your mittens out. They won't save you in your glowing eyes. Would you get away from me, friend? You're just a little too close for comfort. Which one are you? That one, I think. He hadn't landed on quite such a bulbous bod. Maybe I was been able to see it a bit sooner. Right, can I go through this this little spot here? No, it would seem not. Alright then, I shall stop with my dalliances and I shall get on with the game, shall I? Goodness, it's a dynamite man! Oh goodness, it's a lot more men and I can't turn around for some infernal reason. Okay. Now maybe it's time for something fun. Hello. This dynamite is very variable in whether it actually hurts you or not. And I get very confused by it. This should have a good area of effect, so if I shoot that thing next to it, it should be a total waste of ammunition. Yep. Sounds about right. Right. Alright, game. You've taught me my lesson. I'm not allowed to have any fun, it seems. Fair enough. Hello. Did you poke your bonds out? There. I'm not allowed to have any fun. Right, I'm behind a good bit of cover, so I can't get hurt from that. Now, where did friend go? Hello, friend. Much better. Alright then. Where is secondary dynamite man? There is secondary dynamite man. Right, can I just trigger him to throw a piece of dynamite? Oh, there's a fiery barrel there. That's going to make my life easier, because I don't have to be particularly accurate about this. All I need to do is turn around and shoot! I don't know what to say, I just suck at this game. If you haven't figured that out after 18 and a 6th episodes, then I don't know what to tell you, frankly. Some stuff up there that Primary Dynamite Man dropped. Let us go and gather that before it all disappears. Oh, goodness. I've no space. I've no space for nothing. Oh dear, seriously, what am I going to do? I've got loads of rubbish I don't need. I'm going to get rid of some of these flashbangs, because they're not massively useful to me at the moment. I need more green herbs so I can combine them with these red ones and yellow ones. Discard all the items outside the case? Yes, I do wish you'd drop them on the floor when you did that, instead of just burning them at the stake. Vaporizing them, as it seems to do. It's a little bit mean of it. I don't mind. Okay then. Let's... Okay, interesting touch. Is that just to stop me from escaping out of that? Good afternoon, gentlemen. Would you like a shotgun to the belly? Well, you probably wouldn't, but you're going to get one anyway, because I'm just that generous. I would like to get little clips up. Thank you. Another bit of lead to the navel. Do you two get a bit closer together? You know, if that's not uncouth of me to make such a request of your personal lives. Don't be infected. Don't be infected. You're infected. I'm not a massive fan of that, if you hadn't figured that out. I just wanted to make sure that you were fully in the know. Just die. Just the whole heckin' load of you. Die. Good afternoon. Many of you guys are. This is ridiculous. I'm not just supposed to run away, am I? I am supposed to stay here and fight these kids. Oh, I want to reload that, but I can't. Time for a flashbang. Which somehow doesn't affect me. Still don't know how that works. Right, I better pick up some more of this stuff before it all respawns. Just while they're having a wee nap. Having a little snooze. Alright, let me back myself into a corner, because that's a brilliant plan. Get out. Every tactician will tell you that. Can I open this? No, okay, so this is just a sort of arena. Fair enough. These things never seem to respond well to the shotgun. Well, I mean, well in sort of my terms of reference, as it were. They always seem to do better with sort of a weaker weapon which hits them more for some reason, by which I mean the TMP and nothing else. Oh, kids, yards. Okay, at least that kid's dead. Just there we are, just get rid of the shield. Deal with everything. Deal with everything else, just get rid of the shield. I love that this game has suddenly become first person. Oh, kids, yards. Right, okay, back to the shotgun, I think. Just for the sake of the shield. There we are, that's what I like about the shotgun. It can really... It has a lot of kinetic energy in it. Thank you. If there's anything in the world I don't want a hug from, it's that. It doesn't mean I want one from you. I feel like I spent a lot of this series just discussing whom I do not wish to have hugs from. Oh man, alive. What is this? Some kind of breeding ground up there? Alright, that's better. Let's use a few bullets for this. Aha, some more shells. Good. Yeah, have a stiletto to the face. I don't imagine there's any lead in that. Oh, man, alive. I want to use me crossbow, but its area of effect is going to be too great. Alright, that's it. Just sneak towards me nice and slowly. No, wait till your friends start a little bit closer. I didn't really get as close as I wanted them to. As is so often, my life is made miserable because people are not close to me. Right. But, of course, you two still survived, because you just don't have any frickin' manners. Kids, right, come on. I spent far too long in this blasted little room. I'm getting claustrophobia. What I also really dislike about those things is when they stagger, they get closer to you. They sort of stagger forwards, which is really irritating. Right, finally, someone got the gammy electrics working, idiot. And that blew up the dynamite. Man alive, I had no right to survive that. Who's shooting at me? Someone's shooting at me, but I ain't quite sure who. Oh, there was a herbalist down there. Never mind, I've got more than enough of them at the minute. Gladly healing items aren't in great demand. I need to sort of run out, wait for all the bullets to get thrown. Oh, you are there. Okay, fair enough. Let me go to the rifle. I'm going to run out, wait for him to shoot his 2 bolts. There we are, then I can turn around and pop his block. There we are. Tactics. Or, you know, just basic brain power and competency, of which I have been seriously lacking these last couple of years. Okay. What have we got here? Another grenade. I feel like I've used them very much. I feel like I don't use them because for the first half of Ada's story we never really got them. And then all of a sudden I've been given lots of them and I've sort of gone out of practice of using them. Alrighty then. If I remember correctly, there were a bunch of turrets in this next section. Which is going to be fun on Christmas Bun to deal with. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen any turrets yet. I haven't seen anyone yet. No one's leaving behind me, is there? Not yet, no, but I can hear loads of crossbow bolts. If I get out there, I'm going to get skewered. Ah, there's one. And spy one. Please say the hitbox is well defined. Yes, it is. Thank you. Ah, and there's another one. Good, there isn't anyone behind me. I mistook a bit of kindling for a bad guy. It's a new one for me. Hello! The hitbox isn't going to be this well defined, is it? Wow. If the hitboxes were that well defined in Fallout, I wouldn't get so cross at the game. Okay, that's 3 of them down, but there's still another one somewhere. I'm just so paranoid of getting bomb rushed. Hello, there we go. The trick with them is just to let them shoot, because they have a slow reload, which gives me the advantage. Alright, would you like to stand up, friend? No, you wouldn't. You seem to have died. Which is odd, because I didn't think I did enough damage to you to actually kill you. Giddy aunt. Alright, you're a little too close for comfort. I've got to find another position that I can shoot you from. In fact, let me go up here. That way I can get behind him. That might give me a decent chance. I think there's a box I can hide behind as well, which probably won't do me a great deal of good, but it's better than nothing. I'm going to go for the pistol, because that's nimble enough. Nimble enough to finish. The gun might be nimble enough, but the camera isn't nimble enough in order to turn around quick enough. Maybe I should just kick my mouse sensitivity through the frickin' roof before I play this. The problem is I have my mouse sensitivity on some of the highest settings anyway, because I've got to go through this song and dance again. Fine. Giddy aunt. Right. Yeah, my mouse sensitivity is already really high. Because I don't have a great deal of space on my desk, so I like to be able to move around quite a lot without physically moving the mouse around much, otherwise it just falls off the desk or bangs into the microphone. So, yeah, and I don't think there's any settings in the menus. And if there were, I'd have to get used to the aiming again. Because once you get used to a set of sensitivity for aiming in a game, you've got to redo it all over again. Right, never mind me whinging and whining. Let me get us back to where we was. There we are. I survived that, only because his aim was worse than mine. Okay then, I think that's all of them. The music hasn't calmed down very much, but all of the piggly grunting noises that these gentlemen make as they attend to their business of murdering seems to have ceased. Alright. Let's activate these two switches so that we can get through the door, he says, nearly falling down a mine shaft. At least we don't have to worry about any of those blasted turrets this time. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed when I say that. Okay, right, you're not a turret. That's fine. You're a one-eyed pain in the neck, but you're not a turret. Has he moved from where he started? No. Okay, that's fine. So I just need to get him to shoot. Or maybe I don't need to get him to shoot. Would you shoot, man? There we are. Just wait for his magazine to run out. There we are. And now while he's reloading, I can shoot him in the bonds. No, I can't shoot him in the bonds because let's lay plans. Don't end very well when you're as thick as I am. Right then. How much lead do you require, my friend? I've got a whole heckin' shipment of it. And you're gonna have all of it. Gotta take turns. You get fire a few bullets, I get fire a few bullets. Oh, the fact that I've got cover and you haven't. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right then. It strikes me now that, this kid here with the... who went into the Banadoila shop on Black Friday, who, he only has one, functional eye. Hi, friend. That's better. He only has one eye. There's also those other guys, the big sort of lieutenant's characters who are sort of covered in metal and have them big walloping sticks. You know the ones I mean. They only have one eye as well. I don't know whether that's entirely coincidental or just like, you know, similar sort of character models, or whether there's actually any relationship there, whether they might be like the guys with the machine guns are sort of normal soldiers, and then the I need some cover. Yeah, this will do nicely. Hello! Well, this is going to be an interesting little firefight. The question is who's going to run out? Well, what's going to happen first? Are you going to die or am I going to run out of bullets? Man alive, you've got a very detailed face, haven't you? More scars in the veins there. Very annoying when you do that, madam. Didn't mean to do that, but never mind. Yeah, I wonder whether, like, maybe the ones with the big mallets and all of the metal armor got some sort of upgrade, which allowed them to graduate from that. I do not know. Right then, whereabouts are we on the Yoli map? About halfway there. Okie dokie then. Let's put my hand on the wrong part of the keyboard and get very confused. It's such a strange thing when I put my hand on the wrong part of the keyboard, because I do certain movements with my hands which should relate to certain movements by Ada, but then she doesn't do those things. Sometimes she does nothing, or she does the totally wrong thing. It's very odd. It's like when you wake up and find that one of your arms is dead. You think that things should be happening, but really they aren't. Here's what I think should be happening. I should be quite as bad at this game as I am. Especially now. Now that this is approaching the longest running series I've ever done. Certainly the longest running sort of continual series. Hello! Idiot. That was a heck of a lot of recoil. I'm actually going to get to fight in this area. If I remember correctly, Leon just got this area as a cutscene. So, that's nice. Do I have any green herbs? I do indeed. Isn't that lovely? We have a green one. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, you really think I'd have gotten better by this by now. But never mind. I have no excuse. No excuse at all. Helicopter wreckage. It looks American. What happened here? You didn't notice? You didn't notice the big heckin' explosion that happened earlier? You'd really think that this secret organization would be able to notice when someone sends a helicopter over. But, what do I know? I don't know why I'm sniping all of these kids, I just rather like the sniper rifle. Oh, okay, I didn't know they could drop those. I thought that you could only pick those up in sort of scripted locations. Oh, oops. And no space! Let me combine this with... Let me turn this around so it combines with the right one. With that, there we are. And then, not that. Stick that there. Right then. Oh, giddy odd. I shouldn't be standing here filing. I should be standing here murdering. Alright. That's better. There's something up there. If I seem to have an excess of ammunition, we can get it down. There we are. Little, okay, one of those things. It looked like a massive magazine for an AK-47, but turns out it was just a little treasure. Alright then. Let me quickly reload everything so that we are well prepared for whatever awaits us on the other side of this old door. Right then. Giddy on. This cupboard's a mess. Never mind my messy attache case. Let's enjoy this quietness. Goodness. I really feel like I'm being... Either they're stocking me up for a massive boss fight, which seems unlikely, unless first Ada has a battle with Sadler first, which might explain why it was so weak by the time that Leon got to him. Yes, I'm still cheesed off about the Sadler boss fight, and I will continue to be for the rest of the day. Yeah,
Leon, you okay?
Yeah.
Thank goodness there wasn't a quick time event that I wasn't here for.
Sorry, Ada.
We have to get that parasite out of your body.
Yeah. But before that, I gotta save Ashley.
Fine. Let's split up.
You know what I've just realised? I've just realised there's a massive bit of this game I totally forgot about. Oh gosh. I thought that we were just going to go off and fight Sadler now. I totally forgot that there's this whole section with the regenerators that we've got to go through. That's what they're stocking me up on ammo for, and I'm very grateful for them for doing that, because goodness knows I hate those things. They are bullet sponges like nothing else. Hi, friend.
Welcome.
Oh god.
Got a selection of
I think the
good
reason
what are you selling?
that I totally forgot about the section with the regenerators is that
Is that all, stranger? Is that...
I was quite heavily
Is that all?
traumatized by them.
Thank you.
I don't have enough for the bigger case, do I? No, I need another 12
Come
grand.
back any time.
Man alive. Who would have thought these cases would be so expensive? What are they, from Ted Baker? Right. Let's do a wee little savey. And actually, I'm just going to listen for a second. Well, I can't hear one. I can't hear the sort of... Well, they make a sort of sound that sounds a bit like if you imagine a Darth Vader mask with a sort of a sound effect box in it, so that when you breathe through the mask, it sounds like Darth Vader. Right. But if you imagine it came from Poundland, and someone had sat on it a couple of times, it sounds a bit like that. Good afternoon, sir. I don't know what you're holding, and I don't particularly wish to get hit in the face by it. You're holding a crossbow. But you're also quite unaggressive. You are quite uncoordinated. Giddy aren't. You people seriously need a lesson in losing weight. Right, is there anyone in these ones? Seems not, no. I'm very tempted to throw a grenade over there. Or hit them with one of these. Yeah, let's use one of these. Because I never use this. And I feel like I really ought to, especially given how much I got cross at not being able to have it. It slipped through the cleft of their... I dread to think the cleft of their... Thank you. I didn't realise it was so much to ask for. Are they both dead? Yes, and the regenerator isn't here. Good. Let's sing a little song of happiness about that. Oh, for goodness sake, no time for happiness. I'll tell you what I can do, though. I can take one of these yellow ones, because that'll boost my health a little bit. Get out. The problem is I have more weapons as Ada. I've got this crossbow, which is taking up a huge volume of space. I also would emphasise that you'd think you could have the squares on like the lower row, like the leftmost two squares and the rightmost two squares. You'd think you could have those ones, given that those clearly aren't being used by anything. This crossbow is just bossy. Right, never mind the bossy crossbow. Is there anything else in here? Anything else which can give me a dilemma of what do I keep and what do I get rid of? Ammunition. Good. I think I said this before, but giddy out. I definitely said that before. It might as well be the national anthem of the channel, for crying out loud. I genuinely wouldn't mind if Ada's levels gave me a bit more money. Purely because Ada has more stuff that she needs to buy, and her game is physically shorter, meaning giddy out. Meaning giddy out. Meaning you've got less opportunity to collect money from dead bodies.
Oh, Krauser, I'm sorry. I jumped the gun when I reported you dead to Wesker. Think of all the paperwork I would have to fill out if you were to show up alive.
You game. I don't have the internet and editing ability in order to edit together a little sort of black and white with sad music, with clouds going through the sky, miserable montage of all of the hate I have for this boss fight. I'm not doing it again. It seems that I am doing it again. I don't even remember how I did this boss fight. I can't. Oh gosh. I think it was shoot him in the foot. Because he brings across this arm which looks a bit like a bird's wing, and he uses that as a shield, but his feet are kind of exposed. You have to shoot him in the foot, and then that staggers him, and then you shoot him in the head? Yeah, that sounds about right. Except that time, I wasn't in quite such a confined spot. Oh, giddy aunt, I have to go through this song and dance again. Man alive, game, you seriously need a lesson in brevity. Giddy aunt, yes, get on with it. Right. I am actually going to use a flashbang, I think, to open. Shame I just threw away my last one. Okay, well that didn't work. going to be interesting. No idea what just happened. Gosh.
Come on.
Oh, okay, this has multiple sort of rounds, does it? No, Ada, hang on a minute, let me reload! You stupid woman! You stupid, stupid woman! Why are you so overexcitable? Right, I'm going to just preemptively take my jacket off before I overheat, because I can already feel beads of sweat dripping off my brow. Oh dear, this was... oh man alive. Oh, right, break out the typewriter and find Capcom's address. We have a cross letter to write. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right then. Give me a moment, I shall get us back to stage 2. No, I want the flashbang. Do I want the flashbang instead of this? I don't... oh, Gideon. Alright, I want the flashbang instead of one of these red ones. I'll do that instead, because it looks like the flashbang is going to be my only option this time. I love that I open in a position that's within kissing distance of the man, rather than, you know... I also mentioned he doesn't have a projectile, and I've got a crossbow and a pistol and a rifle. Why don't I stand back and shoot him from the other rooftop? Oh yeah, because we want this to be dramatic. For goodness sake. One imagines that X and C QuickTime event would be a little easier on a controller because you'd have access to all of the buttons at all times rather than having to take your hand off of the WAS keys. Oh, the WAS keys. Well, at least there's bullets in the gun now. Oh, goodness only knows how. Right, you can let me pick up that vitally important stuff? No. Why would we want that vitally important equipment? What? What in the name of all that is mischievous are you doing? No need to stop shooting at him.
That's a large thing you have there. But I don't like it when men play rough.
And again, you're going to leave without picking up all of the equipment that we desperately need. You do know that that sucked up the best part of my ammunition reserves, don't you? I mean, look, it's cleared out the case. There was so much stuff. There were bolts, there were herbs, there were bullets. Alright. Somehow, I'm alive, which is amazing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I didn't even get... my brain is so fried doing it. It only lasted like 6 or 7 minutes, but my brain is so fried from doing it I couldn't even make a joke about Ada saying he had a big one. Oh dear. Yay for a herb. Oh dear, oh dear. let's just use that. Why not? Alright then. Let's do a wee save. And see if we might finally have enough money to buy the big case. Not that I'm sure there's going to be a great deal of need for it at the moment.
Got a selection of good. What are you buying?
No, in the intermediating period, I have managed to collect about 1,400 gold. Great.
Is that all? Come back any time.
Just great. Alright, where are we going now? Oh, through the window? Oh, alright. Fair enough.
You'll soon harbor an awesome power. Yet it seems you would rather choose death.
I'm taking Ashley back, whether you like it or not.
Ah, the audacity of you.
You're doing that with such gusto, you'd think we hadn't just used up all the bullets for that thing.
Leon, now!
I said it before and I'll say it again. Run away.
Let's go!
He's such a smiley man, you almost wouldn't think he was a murderous maniac. Oh, there is a Saddler boss fight. Goodness, I've no equipment. I didn't see this coming. Hello. I presume this is a matter of doing damage to you rather than just being moronically stupid and not getting out of the way of that. I see, kidsy aunts. I see that I am in a bit of a pickle. Can I get the hell out of here, please? Before I get viciously murderized by this very cross man. Can that be a green one, I beg of you? Yes. Thank goodness for that. Right, I'm gonna save that in case we need to combine it with the what in the name of goodness gracious cookies is that? Would you get out of the way, you bulbous gentleman? This didn't work earlier, but we'll give it another try. I was going to say that was working quite well. I mean, it was, for a while. Ah, the blasted X and C quick times. Are you using footage, game? Not convinced I approve. I'm going to run away. Ow, my face. What the hell? That was a gun. Since when did you have a gun? That doesn't seem fair. Yeah, this is a brilliant place to go, Phil. You know, this dead end. It's not. Hello, sir. Would you? Thank you. I'm not convinced I know what just happened. I only know what I know, and what I know is that I'm screwed. You bosses just don't get affected by this stuff, do you? I need to get past you. Oh, goodness. This is a lovely, quiet moment that we're enjoying. There's no hurts around here. Oh, that wasn't a drop, that was a ramp. Goodness. I thought it was a drop and I needed to press the button to jump down, but no. Right then. Mate, I'm dead. You can stop thumping around like some kind of overactive carpenter with a big hammer. Right. Should we have another go at this? Idiots. I am genuinely not sure how to win this. Because with the very limited amount of ammunition and, rather healing items I've got, I'm in a real pickle. But I'll try. Now into this bit again, where it gets a little bit cross about life. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to get out of the way. Somehow I forgot. Ugh, clipped in the behind. A little sentence has popped into my head, which I'm going to say at the end of this boss fight, if we ever get there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Neat. There's a couple of things that's killing me. One is aiming a weapon while he does one of his attacks, because if you aim a weapon while he does one of his attacks, you don't get the prompts for the QuickTime event that lets you do the dodge. So I need to stop doing that. The problem is since the crossbow reloads after every shot, once I've shot him, if it doesn't stagger him, I'm kind of screwed, because I'll be reloading while he does the strike, which is very irritating. And the fact that I need to go and collect that green herb at the beginning of every attempt. It's literally just a matter of taking my hands off the WASD keys to hit X and C. That is what is killing me. Gideon. Sometimes I think life would be easier if I had an Xbox controller I could plug into this. It certainly would be for the game I was trying to play the other day, which doesn't accept keyboard and mouse input, because for some reason people make computer games you can't play on a computer. But never mind, I'll have that rant when I actually play that game in a video, and I can show you it when I finally get hold of a controller. Don't know where I'm going to get one from, but I'll find one. Gideon. Man alive. Frickin' fence post! Frickin' fence post! Getting in my way, being a pain in my neck! You very, very annoying gentleman! My friend, you are making me strip off for the second time in a video, and that makes me very, very cross. Oh, buzz off. Ye old buzzing bozo. For goodness sake. This doesn't seem spiffingly fair. Giving me two very difficult boss fights, one on top of the other, with not much of an opportunity to restock myself in the middle of one, and very, very few healing items. Am I the only one which feels that this is a little unscrupulous? Right. Goodness, and there's no way out of this infernal room either. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. That's exactly what I wanted to know. For crying out loud, I feel a little bit irate. Let my blasted heart rate go down for a moment. Come on, all the blasted glass, steady. Get to the hands. The X and Z prompts. Oh, who invented them? No, 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 not here. Not when there's no cover! Who are you, Inspector Gadget? You're not allowed to have a gun in your hand! Did Inspector Gadget have a gun? I feel like he was a bit too family friendly to have a gun. Oh my giddy aunt. This is getting frickin' ridiculous. I really, really suck at this. You know what the stupid thing is? This is the sentence I was going to say at the end, but at this point I can't promise you I can get through this. Oh, the stupid thing is, this is a boss fight which merits the end of the game, okay? This is a boss fight which would have been brilliant to have as Leon. I mean, it wouldn't have been brilliant because it would have sucked as much as this one sucks. But it sucks because it's difficult, right? But it deserves to be difficult. Because it's the final boss in the game. Alright? I mean, it does explain why it was so easy for Leon, because I just softened him up as Ada. Ugh, giddy aunt. Ugh. Right. I'll do this again, I suppose. For some confounded reason. I really cannot express to you. I do not believe there are words in the English language, which is surprising given that it's basically 3 languages tied together, hiding under a trench coat, pretending to be one. I really cannot express to you how utterly maddening it is that he can strike through that central stasis chamber. Right? Like, why? Why is that a thing? Why is that even vaguely acceptable? Why is that allowed to be happening? Because I don't think that's very fair. If you were to grade that on the old fairness scale, I'd put that nowhere near the top. Right. I suppose I'll go and do it again. For crying out loud, I feel like I've been doing this since the day I was born. It's young. Right then. You fat loser, would you just die? Right, thank you!
Thank you. This is going to be hard to explain in customs.
Ada! Better try a new trick, cause that one's getting old. You okay?
I've been better.
What's so funny?
Oh, I think you know. The American prevailing is a cliché that only happens in your Hollywood movies. Oh, Mr. Kennedy, you entertain me. To show my appreciation, I will help you awaken from your world of clichés.
Ada, stand back.
I'd almost forgotten how derpy you look, my friend. Am I meant to do something here? Or just enjoy the show? Never mind, I'll talk later. I'll talk in a minute. Where in the name of the good heavens am I going? Presumably, I need to try and... I'm sorry, what? Oh, okay, now there's a load of dynamite, because of course there is. So, oh, for crying out loud, gentlemen, you little gentleman. So there's a little on the old gentleman front. I don't think that's where I wanted to go. To be honest, I don't know where it is I want to go. I presume I want a hookshot somewhere, but I don't know where. I'm going down? Okay, I guess I'm going down now. Good afternoon. That was surprisingly effective. I think we'd hookshot a little further. Right. Away. Hello, goodbye. Screw you. I mean, I do appreciate having this moment just to relax. Because trust me, this is relaxing. This is absolutely nothing by comparison. Okay, there we are. I'd have gone there first, but what do I know? Right. There we go.
Use this!
You know, if I was the boss of a video game and I was going to pick an arena to kill somebody in, I probably wouldn't do it in an arena next to a super weapon that I'm not going to use.
Sorry, Leon. Hand it over.
Ada, you do know what this is.
Don't worry. I'll take good care of it.
Ada!
Here, catch. Better get a move on. See you around.
That's nice. Oh dear. And on to something new. We had a specially made case for it and everything. Goodness, aren't we professional? How serene. Look at that, a quiet taxi driver. What will they think of next? Yay, we got to the end. That is nice. Right then. What? The S stands for... What? The S stands for stylish. Okay, I got an achievement, which I think is for gathering all of the costumes in the game, despite the fact that I don't think I did that, unless that's somewhere in the extras. What? No, I don't want to do anything on a leaderboard. You can now buy the Chicago typewriter from the merchant. I still don't know where I can buy these things. Maybe on like a New Game Plus version or something? I don't know. Oh gosh. So successful. You didn't give me a chance to pick where I wanted to go, but never mind. Yes, indeed, we have finished that. Right, can I go back to the main menu, please? Okay then, right. So in the extras, we've got Separate Ways, which we've just completed. We've still got Assignment Ada, the Mercenaries, Movie Browser, and Ada's Report. I assume Movie Browser is just an option for you to click on all of the different clips and things. Yeah, which is what I expected it to be. Why are you saving? I didn't do anything, game. What's Ada's Report? Is this actually a thing? Okay, that's just an option for you to access that without going back into Separate Ways. That's fine. I presume then that these are two more things. Like two more little stories like Separate Ways. Okay, so here comes a little pickle of lilies that I've gotten myself into. So, upon finishing Separate Ways and unlocking this Assignment Ada thing, I went on to play it, because I googled it and it said it was a little mini-game. So I thought it was nice and short, so I went straight on to play it, because I thought it would just be like an extra 10-15 minute thing that we could tack on to the end of this video. However, upon just having finished it, which I just have, I've discovered it's a 45-minute long extra mission. So that's going to be a separate video, which we'll do next week. And after that we'll do the Mercenaries, which I think is the same length, and then that will be the end of the series. So this video is going to be the end of Separate Ways. Now, you haven't heard me rant and rave about the Saddler boss fight, because I do that at the beginning of this. So everything's all muddled and everything's in the wrong place because I'm in a massive mess of where I am at the moment. But never mind any of that. That's the end of Separate Ways. Separate Ways was really enjoyable. I really liked it, because it let us see the story from a very different perspective. In two ways, actually, because we saw it in a physically different perspective, in the sense that we were looking through Ada's eyes and seeing things, but also in another different perspective, because we'd already completed the game. We had much more information than we did, or at least I had much more information. You probably knew much more than I did, but I had much more information going through than I did when I was playing the actual main campaign. So that was very interesting. What I will say about Saddler's boss fight, as I probably alluded to in some of the rage-inducing footage that you saw of the Saddler boss fight, I can't even remember if I explained how you beat him. I can't remember if I did that or not. Never mind. What I will say about it is that it is a very good boss fight, in the sense that it's very challenging. It tests you to the absolute limits, and it makes you introduce some new tactics. It's not just a matter of being a bullet sponge or just about hammering away at him. You have to actually be clever and competent about it, which I think is what a good boss fight is all about. It's like when people talk about the Mr. Freeze boss fight, for example, in Arkham City. That is not about just punching him in the face a lot. It's about being clever and using tactics and being careful and competent and changing up how you fight compared to the rest of the game, which is what I think a good boss fight is all about. So while I hate it because it was immensely difficult, just like I hate all the Krauser boss fights, and here's a little spoiler for next week. We might not have seen the last of him. Right. What a series this has been. Man alive. I'll talk more about the series as a whole when we actually finish it at the end of, not next week, but the week after, when we finish the Mercenaries thing. But man alive, that boss fight was a hell of a thing. If I haven't explained how to do it, I tried using two tactics, which I'll probably talk about more next week at the beginning of Assignment Ada. One of the tactics is to knife him a lot, where you get close to him, but that tactic didn't work for me because he has a close range attack, which doesn't come up with a dodge prompt. So that tactic didn't work for me. Another tactic which people use is he has a longer range attack. He has like a long tentacle which he throws out at you when you're a bit further away from him, which does have a dodge prompt. But when he does that attack, he kind of builds up to it a bit. And he has a certain stance that he pulls as he's doing that. Now, if you can shoot him in the head, best to do this with the sniper rifle, if you can shoot him in the head while he's building up for that attack, he will stagger, his mouth will open, and his eye will appear in his mouth. You then have to run towards him and then stab him with the knife, which irritatingly uses a totally different button than the rest of the game does. And you have to do that 3 times, and then you defeat him, which is interesting. That is, in my opinion, is the best tactic, because you just don't get the dodge prompt for his close range attack. I don't know why I don't get that and the other person who made the video on it did. The only difference I can see is that they were playing it on a PlayStation and I'm doing this on PC, obviously. So perhaps that's why. But I wouldn't imagine that. Why would PlayStation people be spoiled with dodge prompts and PC people be not allowed to have that? But never mind. Yeah, I'll probably talk more about it in the Assignment Ada thing, but or I probably have talked about it more in the Assignment Ada thing, because as I said, I'm recording this after Assignment Ada. But never mind. I'm really knackered because I've been playing for about 2 hours, and it's been a hell of a journey. But Separate Ways is over now. Assignment Ada next week, and then the Mercenaries the week after, and then that'll be it for Resident Evil 4. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.